Every fucking time. And we are back with episode 27 of the PVC Podcast with your boys, Sam and Mike. And we have a special guest here. Oh, fuck, Keroppi, right there. I got the point.
What's up?
We're back again. I think I'm gonna start saying. Should I start saying the date, or does that kind of take the magic away? Do you like pods where they say the date or where they don't? We're figuring out the pod right now live.
He doesn't care. It's like whatever.
It doesn't matter.
No?
It really
No?
doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Fuck it. Episode 27 of the PVC Podcast. We're here, and like I said, we got special guest Keroppi. Oh my god. All right. Somebody's bike. Did you guys hear that?
No.
No.
Oh,
What
all
happened?
right. There was a crazy loud bike outside. I thought my mic was picking it up. That's why I was looking like that. All right, cool. Well, we're back. Episode 27, PVC Podcast. Happy to be back. Myself, Mikael, and like I said, Keroppi. How are you doing, Keroppi? How you feeling?
I'm good. We had a lot of technical difficulties, but we managed. We got through.
Hey, you know what? This is light. we've had more. What was it? The last episode? Yeah, episode.
It was 2 episodes ago.
2 episodes ago.
It was like 2 hours of setting up shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the magic of pre-production. You don't got to see any of that. That to me,
True.
that is what YouTube is in general. It's like this is a 2-minute video, and these people spent 5 hours on it, which is why my brain can't comprehend daily videos. We'll talk about that in a bit. But how are you doing, Mike?
I'm doing pretty good. Just I'm good. I'm pretty good. I don't know what else to say. Shit. I had a rough ass week last week, so
Yeah. You're good now? Well, I should say how was your week then overall? Because actually it's been like 2 weeks. So we got some time. It's been a minute since we've been here.
well, settling back in, being back home, and at first it felt weird because it's like I lived here most of my life, but why does it feel so weird to be back home? Like, I don't know. It's weird. Like, you're away for a whole year, you come back and it's like you never lived here. But I kind of set shit back up and I feel comfortable again. So
All right.
that's good.
You can breathe now consistently.
No cats. Like, I love cats. Like, I've had like other cats in my life, but it's like the older I get, like the less I don't want cats around because I'd like to breathe. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm doing all right. I had a bit of a full week. It blew by, a lot of work. Yesterday didn't exist for me. It was like a 15-hour day, and the day before that was like 11 hours. And then I don't remember the days before that because, fucking good old America, work your life away. And then let's not get depressing yet. Let's save that for a little bit. But yeah, I had a lot of work this week, but it's Friday and I took off Monday because my birthday's on Sunday. And I'm kind of doing something. I have some friends coming over this weekend just for some hangs and video games. But other than that, I'm not doing shit because I just want to not do anything for my birthday. So that's good. I got a 3-day weekend coming up. So that's good. Yeah. So we're here. It's been a while. We've both of us have had the pleasure of being on Ark's Trash, Keroppi's show. And now we're here. Keroppi's joining us, joining the PVC Pod Boys. So how does it feel being a guest on a pod?
Feels good. Feels really good because I don't need to plan anything. I just come in. I'm just, all right, cool.
Yes.
No script required, nothing. Just react.
Yes. That is the best thing. Whenever anybody asks me, like, hey, do you want to be on my pod? I'm like, yeah, please. I am always up to not have to do all of this shit, to not have to set any of this shit up, to put this screen here, to get this going there, to make this overlay look. I don't have to. I just got to show up. Yeah, I'm down. I just got to show up and talk. I wish that's all this had to be. Granted, I do enjoy doing all this other stuff. Because I'm tech nerd and all that. I do like doing that, but the ease of just showing up and be like, "Hey, I'm here," is nice.
Yeah.
So yeah,
this is the most fun part, to be honest. Just coming
Yeah,
in and
exactly.
just talking.
Exactly. This is all that other stuff is just to get to this part. So what we were just mentioning before we started, we were about to get into something, and we were like, "Wait, oh, you know what? We were gonna get into what was it, the college life or something? But we could wait. We could wait on that. Because we haven't talked about, because again, we haven't been here in like 2 weeks. We haven't talked about Mama Sliz would have been pissed. What'd y'all have to eat today?
Well, I woke up really late, so I didn't eat anything yet. So if you want to know what I ate last night,
Yes.
I just ordered McDonald's because fuck it.
Yo, I had McDonald's last night too because I worked for 15 hours straight without eating or drinking. Probably not healthy.
I didn't prepare anything, so and I don't eat McDonald's that much, but
me neither.
Like,
it was the only
like
thing that was open.
Yeah, like if I need something like quick and cheap, then I'll get McDonald's. But you know, I'm not proud of it though. But it was good.
Yeah, me neither. I smashed a 20-piece nug and a large fry and was like, I feel like garbage.
Damn.
I gotta go home.
Dude, they didn't give me my sauce with the nuggets though.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Dry nugs.
Dry
nug. Oh no. Dry nugs. Not good. What'd you have to eat? Well, your day is just starting, right? Have you ate yet today?
You know,
Keroppi?
the funny thing is, actually, I had McDonald's for breakfast.
What a good.
I thought Keroppi was judging us. Like, man, they had McDonald's.
No. I was just thinking in my head. I was like, what is the chances of us three all having McDonald's recently?
All within a 12-hour window, we've all had McDonald's. You know what? There's a reason they still exist. The convenience is there. It doesn't miss.
True.
It's true.
You need to get something. Not the best for your body, but it'll get you through the day, get you through the morning, night, whatever you got to do. And the nugs, what'd you get? What'd you have?
So I got the bacon quarter pounder. Oh wait, me or Keroppi?
Yeah, I was just confused as well.
Either one. Keroppi, what'd you have?
You can go, Keroppi.
All right. We have this like special breakfast burrito type of thing, where it's like the McDonald's hash brown, scrambled eggs with the sausage McMuffin, just the patty, and some cheese. So it's wrapped up in like a burrito. It's pretty good. So I had that, and that was it. That's all I needed.
Damn.
What about you,
I
Mike?
wonder if they have that here.
I had the bacon quarter pounder meal with a big ass Sprite that I'm not proud of drinking, and then 10-piece nuggets with. I ordered like 2 ranch sauces. They gave me nothing, and I was a little pissed. But you know what I did? I waited until later when they were soggy and ate them, just dry. Because you in the middle of the night when you're not doing, like when you're busy doing stuff and you're just like I want to bite. So the nuggets were right there. So
oh no. There were soggy sauceless nuggies. Ew. Ew. So I mean that's what I had yesterday. So what I had today wasn't much better. I was gonna make some chicken sandwiches because we had some in the fridge, and then Heather was like, I'm gonna get Domino's, and I was like, well, I can't say no to that. So we had Domino's. Yeah. I had a pepperoni mushroom pizza. And they gave me feta cheese on there, which I didn't ask for, but was a pleasant surprise because feta cheese is nice. And I smashed the whole fucking pie. I was like, well, I'm not eating again until tomorrow. Yeah, it wasn't. It was a medium, but it was. Yeah, okay. I smashed that whole shit. No, it wasn't a large. It was like it was a medium pan pizza. So it was like basically no crust because the pan ones don't have the crust on it. Yeah. Yeah, smashed that shit today. So yeah, I'm good till tomorrow. But tomorrow, so we're not potting tomorrow because we're potting today. But tomorrow is going to be the day for the food. So I'm just going to talk about it today since I won't be able to. So tomorrow, my college buddies are coming over. Heather's going to make some baked mac and cheese. Don't worry, it's fire. Promise. My mom, she's making some collard greens, and I'm going to bring them over here, make a big old pot. And then your boy's going to make some wings. I'm going to make some lemon pepper and some hot wings. It's going to have the whole spread. The whole spread. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. 2 seconds. I got something to show y'all. Very important.
Is it food? I'm saying that as if he can hear me.
Yeah.
I can hear you. I got a headset. But the spread, it's like, oh man, you got the wings, you got the greens, the mac and cheese. What's the table gonna look like? What else could I put on the table? Fortnite plates. SpongeBob plates.
Oh,
what else could I put on the table?
Wait,
that's the
why
spread
Fortnite?
right there. Because they were there.
Dude, you've never, I mean, that's like,
I played Fortnite.
nah, that's like,
bottom line is,
that's like putting a
Dave, I don't
Metallica shirt on and never listening to them.
that's
You
not
heard
true.
them on the radio once or twice and you bought a Metallica shirt.
This is a video game plate. As a gamer, I'm not finding no goddamn Monster Hunter plates in Walmart.
Nah, don't ever do that. Don't ever try to do that. Don't ever try to do that. Like, no.
Yeah, so I got gamer plates for my gamer friends. So we got video game plates. I mean, this is a game now. Nick Smash. I got video gamer plates. That's the spread. So we're gonna have wings, mac and cheese, and greens on SpongeBob and Fortnite plates. So that's gonna be
Baked mac
exciting.
and cheese?
Oh yeah. Baked mac and cheese. So yeah, that's my food. That's the food we had, or I will be having. So yeah, we got some PSO2 stuff because I don't think we were here since Bouncer came out, right? Wasn't that 2 weeks ago?
Yes.
Bouncer came out.
Yeah. A week ago? Yeah, it's been a week, I think.
It's been a week. Yeah,
Look how none of us fucking know.
yeah, I think it's been a week.
So Bouncer came out, as well as a bunch of other stuff. We were like, it honestly, NGS has been feeling a lot like the Sonic Cycle, and I'm no stranger to the Sonic Cycle. All right, you see back there, I'm not gonna move my camera because it'll fuck shit up. I am very familiar with the Sonic Cycle. They show us something. Oh man, this is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be great. We get it. All right, this is cool. Wait, is it? All right, wait. Nah, I don't know if this is it. All right, maybe we'll get him next time. All right, next time. All right, this looks cool. That's the Sonic Cycle. It's kind of happening with NGS. I was excited for this update. The Bouncer update, we were like, all right, we got Bouncer. We're bringing triggers. They got cool quests.
You were having fun, though. Weren't you having a lot of fun?
I was. And then all I could do was Bouncer because I can't do any other cool shit. Because you got to grind forever to do the new quests they added. I haven't done any of the new quests. I haven't done the gold one or the purple one. So what do you think about the new update, Keroppi? I think you've done more than I have in it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's all right. It's a step in the right direction, you know? Like, before it was pretty worrying, the direction they were going, where it was just like, oh yeah, every patch you're gonna have 5 AC scratch tickets and like 10 minutes of content, right? So it was just kind of like every month was kind of, everyone's just like, oh man, we're screwed. And then this patch was just like, yo, we're gonna give you like a week's worth of content. And I was like, all right, it's better than 5 minutes worth of content. And there's only 2 or 3 AC scratches this time instead of 5, which is a little bit better as well. And we've got a lot of, for free to play, it's really good. But for people who have premium, like you guys probably don't see that big of a difference because you're just like, well, shop pass, I could always, you'd always had access to the shop. But as a free-to-play player, that's a big deal, right?
They
And
give
then
us,
we've got the
they
mission
give you
pass
one.
as well. Yeah, they give us one, but still, one is better than none, right? So as
This
I said,
is what
like,
I'm saying. This
yeah,
right here, what Keroppi's saying, this is Sonic Cycle. This is a Sonic Cycle. This is it, man. Well, Sonic in the Black Knight. Yeah, it's weird he got an armor suit on, but hey, at least we got a Sonic game. We could still be playing Sonic 4. This is a Sonic Cycle. Sega's doing it again to us. It's the same thing. Oh, at least we got one shot pass at level 24 after 2 weeks of the mission pass being out. What? I mean,
well, I will say it definitely is a step in the right direction. I want to play NGS,
it is.
But my problem is I have a unique problem which I can't find a solution to. Because the game on my rig, it just acts really fucking weird. Like, why is it that when I like walk over certain surfaces, I get a frame drop every time? The same frame drop, and it happens in so many places. Then, like 60 frames, the 60 frames toggle is bugged, so I always get these weird slowdowns at 60. What is going on with this game on my rig? I don't know if it's Steam. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't like my computer. So, I'm not playing NGS right now. And
I don't know what that is. It's so weird.
It's funny that you say that though, because so as some of you guys know, I went back to my mom's place for my dad's birthday a week ago, and so I had a really crappy PC there because it was used for work that I bought for my mom. So it had like a 1050 and had like an R5 Radeon something CPU. It was really crap, right? It was like a $200 PC basically that I bought 3 years ago, and it could run NGS on everything low. It could run it at 60 FPS, but it couldn't run Genshin. It couldn't run Diablo 2. Diablo 2 it could not run.
Wait, what?
Wait,
that makes no
Diablo
sense.
2?
Right?
Not 3, but 2?
2.
I ran Diablo
weird.
2. I remember playing Diablo 2 on a fucking MSI netbook in college at like
maybe I should reiterate. It's the resurrected version, the new one. That came out.
Okay. All
The
right.
refresh.
All right.
Yeah.
I was thinking like the classic. I was like, that doesn't make any sense if it can't play the classic Diablo 2. No, the resurrection, because that's basically
it was the resurrected
Diablo
one.
3. Yeah. Okay. All right, that makes more sense.
And then so after all of that, I was just like, what the hell? Like I couldn't wrap my head around why it could run NGS at 60 frames with such crappy hardware. Like I wasn't getting any frame drops or anything either, but it couldn't run Genshin. Like Genshin
That's
Impact
crazy.
runs on my mobile phone and it doesn't run on the PC. I was like, what the hell?
That's crazy. Yeah, Genshin's kind of intense though on PC. It kind of makes my computer work because like even if you turn like the render distance down, it's still like by default just does so much like render distance. I guess just for the game being what it is, even if you turn it down, like it'll still just show a bunch of stuff, and that like especially older CPUs that like kills CPUs because all that draw distance.
Yep, it's just crazy. I was just like, wow. That's why I'm confused on like why Mike's PC's like dying on NGS.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, do you have like graphic settings or something? Like,
No.
Have you tried everything on low?
It actually
on everything low.
These problems go back to base PSO2.
Wait, that happened in base game too?
It's like when I would put it on 60 frames on base PSO2, I would get a weird frame problem where every time I'm moving the screen, there's a consistent 2-frame drop.
So that happened in base game.
Yes, but it's worse in NGS. I have no idea what's causing it. And I feel like
crazy.
My configuration, the game just doesn't like it. I don't know what it is.
It makes me want to just fucking take a trip up there and figure that shit out. My tech brain
you
is
can.
like,
I don't know if
your hardware should be running that shit as a breeze. especially
runs
base
everything
PSO too. That
else.
game's from fucking 10 years ago.
Like the
That's
game
real
runs
weird.
fine, but I need to put it on much higher frame rate, and then it's like the frame limiter is not doing proper math. Like I'll put it on like 100 frames, and then it's at 70. Like something about that game, I don't have
Yeah,
no
there's
idea.
something
It's the
weird.
weirdest shit. It's weird.
Yeah,
It's a
something
very
weird
like
going on.
low percentage problem because I can't find it anywhere else. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, I mean, as for the content itself, like they added Bouncer, which is cool. Cool new class. It's not Hunter, so I just want to go back to Hunter. But it is cool. I know Keroppi's thing is Braver. That's his jam. That's your sauce. But I'm enjoying Bouncer more than I did Braver in NGS.
I mean, Bouncer is pretty good. Are you using Soaring Blades or Jet Boots?
Jet Boots,
Jet
because Soaring
Boots.
Blades.
Good.
Cause like what's going on with Soaring Blades, man? I was in a Twa main. I was ready. I was like, all right, this NGS, we don't got Scion classes. They're basically putting them in the main classes. So these Soaring Blades are gonna be fucking sick. I'm gonna basically be a Twa. They showed them. They were like flipping all around. Yeah, I don't have a counter. There's no counter with Soaring Blades. Can't play that weapon. I genuinely believe unless you're ranged, you can't play NGS melee without a counter. The game just doesn't feel right. It's like not made for you to be up close melee and not have a counter. So if a weapon is close range, doesn't have a counter, it just feels like ass. Like
What about the dash counter?
Soaring Blades, that's
has
not a
none of
counter
those?
though. No, I mean
it
the
is,
sidestep,
though.
the dodge. No, that's a dodge. Like you got to stop fighting and start moving. Like you can't. Yeah, that's not the same because every weapon has the dodge, right? Like fucking rifles have a dodge, rods have a dodge. Like that's not even weapon specific. You just dodge. Like every weapon in class have that. That's not a class thing.
Well, yeah.
Like a
and
counter. Like Braver has a counter. Knuckles have a counter. Sword has a counter. Like you guard and you stay your ground, right? Because that's the thing with melee. If I'm jumping all over the fucking place, I'm losing my position, and then I got to run back in position, and that's less DPS. That's me getting hit while I'm trying to get back to where I need to be. So that's why, like, as a melee class, with how fast paced that game is and how like frenetic it is, like you need a counter. It just feels like ass having a melee class without a counter. So like. I really like Soaring Blades. Their PAs and everything is really cool, but I don't have a fucking counter. So I was like, well, it's going in the trash. I'm out of here. So I just use Jet Boots because I have a counter. I hit the fucking weapon action. I can stay in place. It's a dodge, but I don't move. You stay in place when you do it. So it's effectively a counter, and I can just keep hitting shit. So it's like, imagine you're fighting something like a fucking Didal sword. You can't dodge in the air like that to dodge his shit. Like when he does the big fucking sword swing, if you got a sidestep, you're back on the ground again. So it's like, all right, well, no counter. And that.
So Jet Boots is
why I
better
love
for
sword.
that?
Yeah, you have your weapon action is it's a dodge because you do like a flip. You do like a fucking jet set radio backflip, but you stay in place. And then if you dodge an attack, you can attack right after. So it's like it's basically a counter. So it's cool. And I mean, at least Jet Boots are cool. I do like though that they separated them, and it's just like Jet Boots do tech and Soaring Power does melee, it does melee. Because there was like a weird switch strike thing in base game, and like I don't remember. It was weird. I didn't main the class, so I don't remember. But it was like sometimes you do tech, sometimes you do melee. Your certain PAs do. It was like weird in base game, but they made it like Jet Boots just do tech, Soaring Blades just do melee, and that's good. So yeah, I think Bouncer's cool. I'm having more fun time with it than I did with Braver, which is so. I don't know, man. I was like, because I started PSO, base PSO as Braver. Because they were like, I was like, what class do you counter with? Braver. All right, cool. Running Braver. And I ran that until, I don't know, months and months and months. And then I just tried Hunter and I was like, holy shit, this is Charge Blade with a sword, basically.
How often do you play NGS now, though?
I play it every day. Yeah,
Okay.
I play it every day. Yeah, I don't stream it because like I just do my dailies. Maybe I'll run around a little bit with Heather or do an urgent with people on Discord. But yeah, I still play it every day. I play it. Yeah, I do my dailies. Well, yesterday, best wife in the world. Like I said, I worked fucking all day. I didn't get home till like 10 p.m. So Heather did my dailies for me. So it was awesome. So I had free dailies basically. But yeah, I play it. I play it every day and do my dailies. And then that's the only game I'm playing. Dude, I'm not doing anything. Not like even aside from working all fucking day, but even when I am home and I haven't worked all day, I do my dailies in PSL and I'm like, am I even a fucking gamer anymore? I don't know. It's nothing I want to fucking play.
Well, I mean, I've been playing World Iceborne on PC. That's because I mean I have games I need to finish, but I don't feel like playing them right now. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's weird.
But to round up the PSO update, the main thing that I was excited for that they showed was the Battle of Dia quest, because I was like, I mean, some people can debate whether it's new content or not. I look at it as new content. It's a new quest type that we didn't have before, right? Yeah, like sure, it's enemies we've already fought, but it's a new way to use an area, a new reason to fight those enemies.
It's engaging content.
Yeah, so I was like, this is sick. I can't wait to do this. It's triggers. We'll have a reason to like. I remember in base PSO, triggers were like such a community thing. It was like, all right, let's get our trigger runs together. Everybody comes through with their triggers. We all do our runs and like whose triggers next. Like it was really cool just doing that together. And I was like, all right, cool. That element of the game is going to be back. And then they were like, they're sellable on the market and they'll drop like 4 stars. And I was like, okay, I mean, 4 stars drop kind of like candy. So that shouldn't be too bad. Bro, I did like 3 hours of grinding in Vanford Labs and got like 2 keys, 2 triggers, and you need 5 to run a quest. And I was like, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. And it's like, oh, well, you can just buy them on the market, fucking 100K a trigger. So I'm spending $500,000 to run a quest to get experience.
Do you think that if the population was bigger, the price for that would be lower? Do you think?
See, that's not the thing though. The thing is, I shouldn't have to spend Meseta to just get experience. Like, I should just regularly get these keys. Or I think they should drop them in urgent quests. That's what I think. I think if they drop them in urgent quests...
Wait, they don't?
No. You can only get them grinding in Vanford Lab. Or not Vanford Lab, but battle areas.
See, I think that creates burnout really quickly, though. Because we've been grinding in those areas for months, and there's not that much of a variation right now. So
yeah,
I think
how many do you have,
like
Keroppi?
I have 15 yellows, 1 purple.
And Keroppi games. All right, let's be clear. Keroppi's a goddamn gamer. All right, he games. What, your bouncer's max level already, isn't it?
No. My bouncer is 16. But I mean, to give you guys context, I did farm 12 hours for that.
That's insane. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, 12 hours for 15 yellows and 1 purple.
That's almost an hour. But again,
pretty much
1 purple, and you need 5 of those.
Yeah, I've gotten extremely unlucky for the purples. Like, even with my chat, everyone's just like, bro, Kero, you're just unlucky, dude.
That's insane. That's so ridiculous. And even then, right, you got 15 yellows in 12 hours. How much XP did you get in that time? Not saying you remember, but I'm just to put it into context, right? You did 12 hours of grinding and got, if you weren't level 20 already, you probably would have gotten like 3 levels or so, 3 or 4 levels if you were leveling up from like 15. So now you got three XP quests. That's not getting you anywhere near the amount of XP you just got grinding to get those triggers.
Well, Sam, the timer at the bottom, there's no time.
Oh, that's Audacity. That's the desktop Audacity. Look at the OBS time.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure. Usually
no,
the
you're
time
good.
is.
Yeah,
Okay.
I forgot to hit it on that one, but it's not. I'm not using that one.
Oh, okay.
That's why I didn't hit it. We're good. We're good, and I'm not editing that out either. It's staying there.
Okay.
this tiny one right here, the 31. Look at that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Yeah. Yeah, we're good. What were you saying?
Who?
I don't know. What was Mike saying?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, is that what you were just
Sam.
mentioning? Was just the time thing?
Yeah, Sam, you were talking. Yeah, I just mentioned the time. Just
What was I saying? I don't remember what the fuck I was saying. Fucking my brain's, dude. My birthday's this weekend. It took me 30 minutes to figure out how old I was turning. Bro, I'm out of here, man. I don't know where it's I don't know. I'm out of here. What was going on? What was my brain saying? It's fucking gone.
Well, I will say that I do hope that
the
NGS
keys.
does
That's what
better.
we were saying.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, like it took 12 hours to get 15 keys, which is 3 quests. And if you're doing that for XP, you've gotten fucking 10 times that XP in the 3 quests you do, and then you're gone. And it's all right, you get armor. It's like, oh, but you're getting weapons for upgrading your gear or units for upgrading your gear. The same thing applies. If you just did 12 hours, you probably got so many fucking silver prims and gold prims and Sivia armors and Thesis armors that it's like, what are these 4 I get from running this quest doing when I just did 12 hours in a battle area and I have all this stuff from running in a battle area?
I'm guessing you've never done the yellow ones, have you?
I have not done any of them.
Okay. So the yellow ones are actually worth running because the reward is you get gold prim swords and gold prim armor, but they're already at plus 20. So the thing is, you're saving a lot of Meseta because in order to get your silver prim swords to plus 20, I think it's like 15,000 Meseta or something. It's something along those lines. So just by farming these instead, it's like a free way to get upgrade materials, which will save you Meseta. Because that is the most limiting factor in the game right now. It's like, everyone's broke as hell. It's hard to make Meseta unless you're scratching and spending real life money and playing the market, blah, blah, blah.
So do you sell those plus 40s? Well, if you're playing free to play, you can't sell them. Or you just mean for upgrading? Because that's the thing, right? It's like, all right, I can use them for upgrading. But again, looking at the people who are playing the game, right? If it's somebody who's running, you, for example, Vanford area for 12 hours, chances are you already geared to hell so you can kill everything in there in fucking one hit. So you're getting materials for future content. Who knows whether we're going to need that, right? Like, hopefully we do, but if whatever desert comes out and we find out that a level 1 5-star that drops is 2 times the cost of a plus 40 gold prim, then all these fucking gold prims we got were for nothing. So it's like, for the content right now, the amount of work you have to do to try out this new quest, the people who are going to do that amount of work most likely don't need the rewards they're going to get. Like, you don't, you got those 15 triggers. If you run that quest and you get those materials, you don't need them right now. You're already geared out. You're not upgrading anything. And I mean, even for my case, if I run that quest, I don't need anything from it. I just want to run the quest for fun. But if I got to grind a battle area that I've been doing since fucking March or June just to run this new quest one time and then do the battle area another 12 hours again to run it one time just to do it because it's fun, like, it's ridiculous. So it's been like 2 weeks or whatever, and I haven't done the new quest because I don't like, oh, they gave me some keys in the mission pass. But if they're this rare, I don't want to use them now. Now I don't want to use them because I can't just get them again. So I'm just sitting on like 6 of them. and the game, or I got like 8 of them, and the game gave me 5. So it's like, all right, and I'm level 18 on my bouncer, so it's not like I haven't been playing the game and running battle areas. I'm level 18, and I've only been playing bouncer since the update dropped. So it's like, it's crazy that the game gave me 5, and I only have like 8 or 9. So yeah, it's nuts, and it's like, again, see, I'm familiar with this from that little blue guy right there. I'm familiar with this pain. I've been here before. I'm like, all right, I'm ready. This is gonna be awesome. And then it's awesome, but like, yeah, Sonic Unleashed is cool if you just ignore the werewolf stages. Like, just look at the fun part.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I look at it at a different perspective, because remember in base PSO2, remember when we first got our, I think it was the Trailblazer weapons, where we had to farm like Persona for like 1,000 years or like 1,000
I didn't do any of that
just
shit.
To get all the... Yeah, it reminds me of that, right? Because maybe it's a different mentality, but for me, being able to grind for this item, even though the drop rate's ridiculously low, and I will complain about it publicly and be like, what the hell, man, but at the end of the day, it's still quote unquote content, because we've been conditioned in base PSO2 that, hey, if you want to farm those void fragments or whatever, you had to run that urgent quest over and over and over, and it took a week worth of grinding in order to make your one weapon, but it was worth it, right? And right now, I think it's the imbalance of what people think is worth their time, right? So we're farming for these keys because we want to do this content, but then what people don't realize, at least what I think, is for some people it's worth it. So you just said earlier that I have nothing to upgrade, and why should I farm all of these things for 12 hours anyway? But I look at it at a different perspective, because I play on 2 ships. I play on ship 1 and on ship 2. So, my main character is on ship 2. She's the one with, tens of millions of Meseta. She's rich. But my ship 1 character is broke because of how the system works. Your weeklies, your dailies are bound onto the account. So for my ship 1 character to be able to get all of these materials to upgrade her gear without spending, as much Meseta is a big deal for that character. And so for me, this system works out because it allows me to continue to play the game and have a sense of progression, even though my resources are very limited, right? But like for you, you juggle other games, and PSO2 isn't your main focus, right? So maybe for you treat this game a lot more casually. So for you, this is kind of pointless. You're just like, why bother? I've got my set of armor, I've got my gear, I'm set until December. I'm just gonna wait until the new content drops, gonna farm for that gear. I'm just gonna upgrade straight to 5-star rarity, 6-star rarity gear, and I don't care about all of the current gear that we have right now. So, I think it's just a matter of perspective.
But that's what's crazy though, because we were just saying that before the pod. The only game I do fucking play is PSO. I just run one character. Right? I only use one character. I only have one main, and that's crazy that in order to enjoy this new content, you gotta have multiple characters, and one of them has to have nothing, right? Because if you were just just running your one character and you had everything on that, like I said, you wouldn't need this stuff if you only had that one character that had millions of whatever. You'd be saving it for later. Right?
No, I would disagree with you there, because let's say that, my gear is perfect, right? For my Braver, let's just say that it's perfect. It's not. It's far from perfect. But let's just say that I've totally min-maxed. I've got my 47% weapon potency, and everything is best of the best, right? And Bouncer comes out. Then you want to play Bouncer Jet Boots, specifically Jet Boots. I have to remake my armor and remake my weapon. Why? Because my current weapon and my current armor is made for melee damage, because Braver scales off melee damage. So now I need to make a set for tech. You see what I mean? So you just play Braver. To upgrade a full set. Yeah, but I just play Braver. But in your case, let's say that I want to play Bouncer now. I want to play all the classes. I want to have a set of armor and a set of weapons for all the classes. Then this comes in very useful. It's very handy, you know? It's, I don't know how to explain it, because from my personal opinion, what I think is a lot of people play this game casually, right? Because it's designed to be a casual game. But this system is here for the hardcore players, for the end game players.
And that's the problem, though. This is main content. Like, they're not showing Battle Dia like, oh, just a little side thing. Like, oh, maybe you could. They're making a big fucking deal about it. Like, hey, it's like an urgent quest, basically. And the urgent quest is meant for everybody to try it. Here's our urgent. They're not showing Pettis, and it's like, yeah, there's a battle power, but it's like, if you play the game, you're gonna hit this battle power, right? It's not like Gigantics when it first came out was like, hey, here's this thing, you got to be really up there to do it. Sure, it's kind of extra, whatever. Here's urgent quests, here's battle areas, here's, your 4-star weapons or whatever. Cool. Battle Dia is, they're showing this like it's an urgent quest. We got a whole new quest type that when we have literally just one fucking quest type now, we just have urgents. So them adding a new quest type is a big deal. It's a thing on the map. You see it on the map. You got to find it. It's a new mag scanning, all that shit. So if I'm playing the game, it shouldn't be just for hardcore players. I want to try this new quest that's in the game. I want to try it. So it's like, and if it's fun, why should I have to grind? Like, yes, like you said, mission pass. And again, that's another thing, because yes, they gave us a mission gold, so we can get the gold things now. But next mission pass, they're not giving us that. And if the same thing is holding true, again, they could change the drop rates. If they change the drop rates, then my whole argument's out the window. If I could just get these things like willy-nilly, like I do fucking Thesis armors and Thesis weapons, then I'm cool. There's nothing else to say about it. But like you just said, 12 hours and you got 15 of them. That's crazy. And if that's what to do to try this new quest that they're giving us, this content, right? Again, all the people are like, I want content. That should be a viable statement, whether you're a hardcore player or a casual player. If I'm playing the game and I feel like I want content, and then this isn't like I haven't hit level 20. Like if I'm level 5 and it's like, oh, I want content. Well, it's like, you just have to play the rest of the game. I'm level 20 on all my classes. I made, again, not best in slot, fucking plus 50% on my weapon, but I fixed and, did all that. Whether that's casual or hardcore, I put a decent amount of time into the game. I should be able to try this new shit out without grinding the same shit we've had for 12 hours to get there. And that's the thing. When there's new stuff, players want to play the new stuff. I don't want to play the old stuff to play the new stuff. I've been playing the old stuff. Let me play the new stuff. That's the thing. So it's like, change these drop rates on these Battle Dia things, because for somebody who plays the game every day, there's no way in hell I shouldn't have tried all the new content that has come out. That's crazy. That shouldn't be possible, unless I'm actively choosing to not do it.
I can agree to a certain extent. What I think would be an easier way, instead of changing the drop rates, because I'm sure they don't really want to do that, is when you complete your dailies, just have one. Just treat it just like a Tokyo bonus key. Remember when we did that in base PSO2? You just get one, right? That's
what they should do. Like I said, that or urgent quests, because everybody's good. Like, they want you to do urgent quests. That's the point of them in the game. Go do urgent quests. It's not our main content, but it's content, right? Like, if you're on and there's urgent quests, what else are you doing? You're gonna run the urgent quests. So give me some keys from that, or triggers, or whatever the hell they're called. So that's like, Bouncer's cool. They're taking a step in the right direction. It's a bit more lateral than forward, in my opinion, because, again, I know the outfits on the mission pass or whatever, I don't even care about the outfits, but the fact that the free pass is at 24 and there's only one is kind of not great. Again, for free players, because Heather's a free player, so I get that perspective from her. So it's like, Awesome. Free pass coming. Mission pass. All right, I gotta wait a week or spend a bunch of star gems. Which again, as a free player, star gems are fucking everything. Because that's your currency. So it's like, why is there one? Why is there only one? And why is it that far back? At least put it in the beginning so I could choose when I want to use it. You know? But Bouncer's cool. The class is cool. And again, Battle Dia as a concept is awesome. I'd still want to do the quest. I just have to spend a bunch of Meseta or leech off of somebody else or grind for 10 hours. Those shouldn't be the options I have for new content coming out when it's like, and I'm like the gold ones. Cause again, I get the purple. That's like up there with Gigantics. That's that's that hardcore shit. That's like, you got to be like battle power 1400 or some shit. Like get your 4 people, you're gonna get smacked up to get your highest. I get that. But aside from the 5 they've given me, if playing every day, I should be able to run the gold one a few times to just see what it is. If it's upgrade stuff, right? Because that's like the thing. I mean, yes, it's saving Meseta, but it's also like upgrade stuff. So I don't know. I hope they change where those triggers drop. I think the quests themselves are cool. I've watched them. I've seen other people do them. I think the quests themselves are cool. The concept of them are cool. The drops that they give are cool. Taking out what's needed to get into the quest. Especially the purple one. I think that quest is awesome. They even added a new enemy. Like that's content. That's actual content. We did not have a Gigantics Boojin before, right? That's like new in that quest. New. Is there another one too that's new in that? Or is it just Boojin?
There's 5 Gigantics. So I mean the dragon is there, but the dragon's kind of more like a limited time thing, right? We've seen it before during events. Yeah. But yeah, Boojin's the only like new one. The others we've seen before.
All right, and that's cool. But I saw that and was like,
what I want to hear is I want to hear Mike's point of view. He hasn't spoken in a while. We've been talking all day. Mike, what do you think about this update, dude?
I didn't get to play it as much.
Because the computer isn't playing right.
But from what I've seen,
damn, dude.
It seems like it's a great step in the right direction, but I'm tired of saying that. I'm tired of saying it's a step in the right direction. Just fucking, I know it's gonna take time, like I know, but god damn, it needs to hurry up because this game needs that momentum, bro. Like these people, their attention spans are like this. So remember when NGS first launched and it was fucking huge. We were happy and we're like, this is it. This game is going to take off in the West. And then it just went, like, honestly, I don't think it's going to go back to that. Like, I don't. They need to, like, we need an expansion. Like an Endwalker, we need something to hype people up to be like, come back to NGS. Because just having a new area and saying, oh, you get to do the same thing here, but now it's like, deserty and stuff. It's like I don't think that's gonna pull people in, and if it does, it won't be for long. So I think the team needs to rethink their entire fucking approach because this is not sustainable for people's attention spans. It's like it's kind of like World, except Monster Hunter World was a game. Monster Hunter World wasn't a service, so there was no need to keep you in. It was like, we'll give you 2 new monsters or 1 new monster. You grind it out. You get your armor and gear. You have fun with the gear. And then you fuck off. But with this game, like, it's either... It's like they don't know if they want a high retention rate or if they just want to keep you in. It's like they don't know. It's like they don't know. If it's a high retention rate, then fine. But, like... you need more content at a faster rate if that's the case. Like at least a little faster. Or add more at one time. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna go 6 months without big patches, then add so much in one patch that it can last at least 2 months. But
Mhm.
like, even me, like, I don't feel like playing it, and I dealt with the issues my CPU had for months because I enjoyed the game. But now I'm just like, whatever. It's like I want to play it, but then it's like, what am I gonna do? Like, I'm gonna grind it out and then just be fucking bored.
That right there is the perfect thing, because I talk to Heather about PSO all the time. She plays it a lot. She is a fucking, I mean, I mentioned it here. She has a global account, JP account, like multiple characters on both. She goes crazy. And she's like, I don't know. I don't really know. The content stuff doesn't, like all the stuff that like fucking rage gamers always like, oh, give me more sex. She's like, oh, I don't know. That stuff doesn't really bother me. I don't know. And I'm like, what do you do in the game? So I just do my dailies, and then they're urgent, and then I just take pictures with my friends. But I'm like, it's awesome that, like, the fact that the game can facilitate that is awesome. But that's like, that has nothing to do with Sega. Like, what you're doing in the game.
That's a small
other
percentage
than dailies,
of players that can do that.
That's a small percentage. And it's also like, other than dailies and urgents, the stuff you're doing in the game doesn't have shit to do with what Sega's giving you. They could literally do nothing else in the game, and you could keep doing what you're doing. And again, for that percentage. And like, that's not necessarily a problem because she's enjoying the game. But as far as the game to grow and expand and keep players continuing to play, like, that's crazy. That, I mean, it's like, it's a double-sided thing, right? It's awesome that the game has like all this, again, base PSO2 fashion and emotes, and the game is beautiful. That's like always something that it'll have. No matter what you do in the game, it's probably the prettiest game on my computer after like World. It's a gorgeous fucking game. The characters look beautiful. The scenery looks awesome. Effects and all that stuff. Visually, stunning game. And the fact that it's free is like, if you all you want to do is just take awesome pictures, you don't have to fucking spend a dime, and you can take some of the greatest fucking pictures in a game, which is cool. But as far as like, again, that has, other than them, Sega making this playground, there's nothing that Sega does from here on out that's going to affect that playground other than fashion and emotes, right? Which is crazy. And it's cool and shitty at the same time. It's awesome that there could be this cool playground, but it's kind of shitty that like Sega can keep people on their game to not really play their game, you know?
I don't like to backseat develop. I just feel like there are, where the fuck is housing? Where is it?
I'm okay with housing not being here.
No.
Because this is why. Listen, I know, Caro, you got your anime bay and your kimono, and you got your tea emote with your umbrella. Mm-hmm. I can't look at base PSO2 shit anymore. I can't. So if you're gonna bring housing, I need all new NGS shit. I don't want any of that 4-pixel block looking 8 polygon rappy moving like, I don't want any of that shit in my house. If you're gonna give me housing at NGS, I don't want none of that. Don't rely on my old fucking base PSO2 objects, because that library of housing shit is huge, right? It's fucking 8 years worth of shit. So if they're making a housing thing, it's unreal. I'm not expecting 8 years of housing shit in NGS.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But
well,
you got to give me a bunch of shit, and I don't want to have to make my NGS housing look like 2008 housing. So take your time with it and model all that. To fucking take a person off of your AC scratch or something, because I don't want any base PSO. I can't do it anymore. I can't, man. I can't look at it. Heather takes all these screenshots, and like the character will look awesome, and then I know that they have clothes on that aren't from NGS, and I look at their hands and they look fucking like this, and I'm like, I don't want to look at this fucking character anymore. Don't show me this. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this.
That is an awkward thing about NGS, especially, is a lot of the Japanese community don't give a fuck about that. So it's like, they'll take these awesome pictures and they're just doing this. And it's like kind of awkward because it's like, damn, the outfit look kind of bomb, but it also doesn't. Like,
they got Vienna sausage fingers, so that's why I'm okay with housing not being here if that's what they're working on. If they're making a bunch of items and rendering all these other things that they have,
the problem is we don't. I feel like, you know what? This is another fucking topic with gaming. I feel like just fucking tell us what you're planning. Just tell us what you're planning. If you're planning housing, don't just say housing's not an NGS.
See,
if you're planning housing, just tell us.
Now, I'll be honest.
Housing will come.
The best thing of this new update wasn't the update. It was them telling us everything before we got the update. That's my favorite thing that Sega did.
Well,
was them saying like, "Hey, look, we haven't done what we wanted to. This is what we plan to do. These are the things we want to do, things we want to address, whether they're happening now or not." They did the stereotypical "we hear you," but they like actually fucking heard us and talked about it. That's my favorite part of the update. And the best headline, I think, that we've had so far, the PSO update headline things, because they like actually talked about shit like that we were actually saying, which was cool, because they haven't done that so far, at least not globally. Again, I can't speak for base PSO 2 times because we only had that from a year or so ago, but NGS related, that's like the first time they did that, and that, again, a step in the right direction. But how many steps until we are actually in the right direction? I'm just tired of stepping
in the right direction already. It's like, god damn. Yeah. Maybe that comes also, that's a personal thing, because it's not the only game that's going through issues for me. You know, this Cyberpunk, and I'm fucking tired of saying that for that game too. It's like, it's almost been a year, bro, and it's still stepping in the right direction. It's like, when the fuck is the direction going to be right? Why are we just stepping in the right direction? It's like they're staring at it from a distance, but it's like they're just like building really slow Lego blocks towards the fucking light. Like, just, and then that's why I don't want to play nothing. That's why I don't want to play nothing. This is why.
All right. Did I don't remember if I said it before or after, but like I said, I don't know how much of a gamer I feel like because I'm only playing PSO2 and I just do my dailies. And like I said, between work and the free time I do have, but that takes me into the next thing. I say it every fucking week. We all know I work and do all this shit. Mike, you're going to be starting something again next week. And Keroppi, you work as well while doing all your content, right? You work full time?
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn.
So this is like I always forget whether we talked about it before or after. I'm gonna have to make like a playlist of like pre-pod talks so that I could just say it's on the fucking channel, because I never remember if I said something before we started podding or after. But like syncing up audio and all that shit in pod, easy, light work for me. Fucking making multiple videos, like both of your guys' rates. Mike, you do like a few videos a week. Keroppi's madness every day. Crazy. How do you make a video every day, Keroppi, and not want to just end it all?
I mean, I find it fun. I find it fun making the video. It's therapeutic. It's, you know, you're working, right, in your regular day job, and then you just like, oh, I have a video idea, I want to make this video, and then you just make it. So for me, I make a video ahead of time, right? So for example, today's video that will go up in 7 hours has already been recorded, edited, uploaded, blah blah blah. It's already scheduled, right?
How far ahead do you make your videos? Like how many days ahead?
usually 1 to 2 days ahead. Nothing too crazy.
Same for me.
But
Okay.
that way, I have that small buffer. So there are some days, like yesterday, I was very unmotivated yesterday. I didn't want to make a video, so I didn't make a video. It wasn't that big of a deal, you know? It was just like, well, I've got stuff backlogged, I've got stuff scheduled, so I'm good to go. And then it's the more ambitious videos that take a little bit more time. For example, there's a video that I'm still in the process of making where I show people what I use my 3-day shop pass in order to maximize profits, right? So I'm like, listen, we're a free-to-play player. We only get 3 days of access of to buy and to sell stuff. So you got to make the most out of it. And so I
That's
show
so
you guys
crazy.
day 1, day 2, day 3, right? So it's a 3-day process. And then I got to edit it down because
Wait,
like
you
each day
just-
I've got like freaking 40 minutes.
Did you just cut
Right.
yourself, Mike?
Yeah.
Are you bleeding?
Whoa!
What the
Yeah, I tried.
hell?
I tried to open the can to.
Oh my
to the
God!
bottle.
What? Oh my
Jesus
Mike!
Christ.
What the
Hold on, give me a
hell?
second.
Wait, all right,
My-
wait. Do we have to actually take? You got a Band-Aid on you? You
Nah, I
gotta
can
watch that
use,
out, man.
It'd be alright.
Disinfect that shit. And
Yeah, you gotta go clean
get
that. No,
yourself
we can
patched
take a
up.
break. Yeah, go. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
take
Alright,
a break.
no,
Go
well,
handle
no,
that.
you guys can talk. I'll be right back. You keep talking.
No,
You don't have to take
go.
a break. I'll be right back.
Oh my
I'll be
God.
back.
No, because I have questions I want to ask you. We're gonna take a break. We'll be right back. Go fucking fix your
Yeah.
damn finger. Jesus.
You good, Mike?
Yeah, I'm back. Got
You got
Band-Aid.
Band-Aid on? All right. Let me see. All right. What were we talking about? Keroppi was talking about something.
Yeah, I
Talking
was,
about-
I was talking about something. I forgot.
Oh,
I think
all
we were talking about
fucking-
like YouTube or something.
Yeah,
we're all
YouTube
doing
videos.
fucking-
How do you make YouTube videos?
Oh
every
yeah,
day?
yeah. Doing your daily videos.
Right,
All right.
right.
Yeah, you were talking about
All
doing your daily videos, and you were like,
Yeah.
your scheduling and stuff like that.
Yep. So like I just make I make 1 or 2 videos beforehand, right? And I schedule them so that if there are certain days where I'm not motivated, like yesterday I didn't want to make a video, so I just didn't because I knew that I had a backlog, I had videos prepared, so I could afford to just be like, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna not make a video today, just gonna relax and play video games or something. And I don't know, maybe it comes with, I feel like it comes with age, right? I've become more and more casual when it comes to video games. I think a good example for me would be Genshin, right? Genshin Impact, I log in, I do my dailies, and then I log off, right?
That's
If
exactly how I
to.
play PSO.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right? And I feel like that's not a bad thing. It's just,
Yeah.
you know, we've got shit to deal with in our lives, right? So the older we get, the more responsibilities, or at least that's how I feel. We
Yeah.
got more responsibilities to deal with. And so we've got less time to play video games. So it's funny because a lot of friends that I have that play PSO2, they're happy with NGS. They're just like, well, you know, I only have like 30 minutes to play a day anyway, so it doesn't matter. You know, my dailies take 10 to 15 minutes, and then I grind for another 10 to 15 minutes, and I log off. So for them,
Yep.
they don't see the content drought because they have their day jobs and shit, and they got to deal with children and wife and all that jazz. But for, you know, players like myself, where I don't have that many, you know, I don't need to take care of my kid or family or whatever, and I just make money, you know, I just do my day job and shit, I'm fine. You know, I will bump into the point where I'm like, crap, there's no content anymore, or like, oh, I'm kind of bored, or, you know, what should I do now? Because I can afford to spend 2-3 hours a day playing video games, while most people that I know don't have that luxury, right?
Yeah.
You know
And
that
yeah, go ahead.
that makes a lot of sense, and even for me, I don't have that much responsibility outside of my adult responsibilities, you know. So it's like I even when I'm working, lately I work part-time because I want to do content stuff, so I still have a lot of time to play video games and kind of do whatever I want, which is why I run into that same issue. Except for me, it's more like, for example, usually when I play World right now, I get on, I do 2 hunts, and I get bored and I turn it off. And then, I find some work to do or something. It's like, I feel like I'm not really engaged into something until, like, I really get in. Like, when I got into Genshin Impact the first time, I was playing that all day. All day. Like, and I would talk about it all the time. And now I'm at the point where I'm just like, I took a break from Genshin, so now I feel like I have nothing to do. In terms of, like, gaming. Because I'm waiting for Rise PC, and I'm waiting for SMT5. Like, I guess for me, it's like I want to play something now and it's not out yet. So everything else, I kind of just don't want to, it's like whatever,
Yeah. So that's like so pretty much before, like every Monster Hunter comes out, there's like this phase for me where just everything fucking sucks. Like as far as video games, like everything is just fucking garbage. I come home and I'm like, I want to play a game. This is garbage. I hate it. I'm like super annoying. Heather's like, leave me alone. Like, what do you? I'm like grabbing her. I'm like being all I'm bored. I got nothing to play. Everything sucks. So it's like I get all fucking weird and antsy because I'm just like waiting. And like right now, it's like that with the Steam Deck. That's how I am with the Steam Deck. But there's a tiny bit of part in the back of my head that's like, hey, you got to play games on the Steam Deck. And if there's still no fucking games I want to play, I'm just going to have some cool piece of tech, and I won't have anything that I want to fucking play on it, because I don't want to play Base Rise again. I'm going to play it, but I'm not looking forward to playing the same game again. Like, unless there's some crazy-ass mods, I'm not looking forward to playing it again.
Yeah.
Because I already did it. I mean, I'm going to do it. It's going to be cool. I'm putting another 300, 400 hours. And again, see, now once we get close to like Sunbreak, it's going to be weird. I'm going to start fucking contorting and turning into a fucking pretzel because everything sucks. And I just want to play a game I want to play. And depending on what they show us, if they show us more for
Sunbreak?
December update and PSO, if they show some crazy shit, I don't know what they could show at this point. But honestly, for me to feel like that for PSO, they got to show a TWA. And that's not happening. They're not going to. I know that's not happening. There's no way. If they show a TWA and they show the fucking supercharged, whatever that shit is, I'll go crazy. Because that is do you know what I'm talking about, Mike? Have you seen that attack? The TWA attack? That looks like a fucking SAED? If they put that in NGS, it's over for me. It does not matter anymore. If they show that move, give it to a weapon that has a counter, that's it. That'll be the straw that breaks the camel's back in the best way possible. Because I will happily just only do my dailies and urgents every day as long as I can fucking SAED. It's like the Hunter. Like you were saying, we talk about this as far as content and there's not enough to do. But again, like I said, I play the game every day. And realistically, I'm only a little salty because I just want to do Battle Dia and I fucking can't. That's really what it comes down to. Because the quest is cool. From what I've seen. The quest is Oh.
What, did we lose him? What happened? Or did I?
We lost. Wait, what the hell? We lost Sam.
Wait, what happened?
And we lost your cam.
Wait, I'm gone?
No,
Am I
you're
gone?
here. You're here, but Keroppi's not. Well, Keroppi's camera.
Yeah, what the?
Wait, what?
Oh, what the hell?
What?
My fucking shit just closed. I didn't press.
What, dude?
My hands are right here. We got a ghost in here. We got a ghost. I don't know what happened. My hands were right here. I didn't press anything.
I was like, what happened for a second?
Sega's
you just
listening.
cut off. I was like, wait, what?
Sega's listening. They're like, hey, you shut up. You're not getting the TWA. You shut up and stop asking for it. All right, we're done. All right. A TWA would be cool. I'd love to get SAD. All right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sega. Jesus Christ. They're over here. The OBS just closed.
Damn.
I saw it close and I was like, what the fuck just happened? I get it. I hear you.
So who here has attended college?
Attended college? Yeah. I've been to college.
Yes.
Sam?
Well, I mean, all three of us have attended. Apparently.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So for me, when it comes to college, it's weird because I grew up in a family where they saw I had talent for art, and they were like, "You're gonna be an artist when you grow up," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be a famous artist, and Grandma, I'll buy you a house." And you know, I'm 30 years old and I'm back in Grandma's house. But anyway,
hey man. Oh. Hey, I mean, this is the place to get things out. All right, look.
Yeah,
if you're gonna get it out, the depression's real. I had a conversation with Heather where we were like, look, she said something joking about like wanting to be here, and I was like, you don't want to make this joke, Heather, because it's not gonna sound pretty if I say what's on my mind right now.
So it's like, you know, I grew up just having, you know, expecting to having my family expect a lot from me. So through the years, I was pretty good in school. I never liked school, but you know, I did what I had to do. But it's like when my grandfather died when I was like 11 or 12, I spiraled into depression because he was like my father figure. Because my dad actually left. So, you know, that's not surprising, is it? But so yeah, my father figure died. I spiraled into some wild depression, and I was just going to junior high school. And the change in an environment in junior high school it didn't help with my depression. So I got to the point where I didn't already like school. You know, I was getting bullied. The teacher, like our teacher got bullied, so we barely learned anything. So it was like, I don't want to go to school. I don't want to go. And then it's like, but if I don't go, I'm getting in trouble. So it got to the point where my family thought I was being lazy. I didn't know what was wrong with me. I just felt depressed all the time. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't draw anymore. And then it's like, I got therapy a couple of years later. And what's funny is my mom, no one liked this woman because she was a younger therapist. And apparently, because younger therapists don't just look at you and give you medicine, they don't like that. So she actually listened to what I had to say. And I told her that, you know, I wanted to dress the way I wanted to dress, even though I lived, you know, in the hood in New York. Black man. What if I want to paint my nails black? What if I want to look goth? She said, do it. You know?
Right.
What the fuck happened?
No, you were like, you kept
I got disconnected for a second.
We're good. No, you kept freezing over and over, but I think that's because we had a different server, so I just changed it.
Okay.
So we're good.
So she encouraged me to be myself. And the thing I learned recently about psychology is that learning yourself is the best weapon you have against yourself. Your life will be so much better once you know yourself and what you want out of life. So, like those therapy sessions, even though she got fired, which is fucked up, like she helped me. And then, it got to the point where over the years, I got held back. Well, I got held back in school like 2 times. So, you know, when you're depressed, there's self-pity and all that shit. So, the more I was depressed, the more I fucked up, and the more I fucked up, the more I got self-pity.
Depressed.
Yeah, and it just like
it's a cycle.
Years.
Yeah.
So it's like when I got to high school, my first year of high school, I said, you know what? I'm getting kind of old for this shit. Like, why don't I just leave high school and get my GED or something, right? And then I can go to college and do whatever fuck I want. So I went to an alternative school, I was there for a year, took the GED test, passed everything except math by 1 point. That 1 point was stopping me, right, from going to fucking college. So I said, okay, let me get my head in the game. Let me go back to school and study, and I'll do it again. I took the test 3 more times, and every time I took the math test, I scored lower and lower. Lower and lower.
Yikes.
So I was like, dude, am I not meant to just do this? Like, what is going on? Like, eventually, I got it. But it's like, after I got it, I was like, fuck college. Whatever. I don't care anymore. Because I dated a girl who went to college. She went to Kingsborough. I was on campus to see her, and that's how I met a lot of my friends. People think I went to college. I didn't tell them anything. They were like, "You got class?" I was like, "Yeah, whatever. I got class." Yeah. Like I'm just on campus to see her and hang out. So it's like,
honestly, that's in my opinion the best way to do college.
yeah, because I didn't have to go to class or nothing. I was there. It was fun. I got lunch. I went to the cafeteria and got some lunch. I was like, yeah, but I ain't gotta go to no goddamn class. It was great.
Great. And so what? And you went to college, Keroppi. What was your experience like? I'll try to anchor it because maybe I don't think my opinion's so radical anymore at this current age, but yeah. How was your college experience?
Mine was good. Like, I didn't have that much of an issue. My childhood has been a little bit more structured, let's just say. My parents kind of were like, yeah, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this. I'm like, okay, sure. So I went into hospitality, like hotel management was what I studied for for college. And I went to Switzerland, went to a really, really nice school. Very expensive though, but it's fine. And then I fit in pretty well because I'm really good at socializing with other people, right? And what I just kind of made myself was I was the organizer for any party. I would be the person people would look out for and be like, yo, I've got this party that I want to do, could you set it up? I'll be like, sure, what's your budget? And I'll make it happen, right? And so I was popular because of that. But like school-wise, it wasn't that bad, I just kind of messed around, didn't really try. I just did the bare minimum to get, make my parents happy, make everyone else happy.
And that's all that's the thing, right? Like, that's it. Like,
why try so hard in fucking public school? Like, just give me my grades. I want to get out.
I have this conversation. So again, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it here before. I went to college. I don't know if I went that far into it, but I went to Rutgers for 5 years for computer science, and I graduated and got a Bachelor of Science in computer science and all that shit that sounds cool on paper. And I say it all the time. The best part of college wasn't school at all, ever. It was meeting my lifelong friends who I'm still friends with. Like I said, tomorrow a bunch of my friends are coming over. That's them who I've known since college. Without college, I would not know Monster Hunter, right? My college friends who I talk to now are the people who introduced me to Monster Hunter. So like, who knows, this whole path right here, all of this might not even be a thing. They're the first people who taught, when I got into building computers, I got into phone technology, and again, all that stuff was just meeting my friends and being into what we do. I mean, I was always into video games and nerdy shit and whatever, but like, we all kind of were into it together and would like kind of push ourselves to learn more about it and get more into it and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, like PC gaming, fucking Monster Hunter, streaming, like all that shit, I wouldn't be doing any of this if I didn't meet them. So it's like, was college important for me? Sure, because it, helped me get more into the things I like doing, leading down to the path that I'm here now. Was the education that important to me? Fuck no, dude. No. I didn't. One, maybe 2 classes of my college education meant anything to me. The first class I took of Python programming and my system administration class. That is it. And the system administration is a light pass because I worked on campus in the IT. So I basically relearned all that shit working in IT anyway. So that class, sure, I'll give it on a light day. So really like 1.5 classes is like all that fucking mattered in the 5 years that I was there, that I use. Like today, I still use Python. I still code in Python today, right? I still do system admin shit. That's what I'm always doing. That's basically what I do when I'm not playing video games, is I'm messing around with computers and servers and installing shit. Like that's, fortunately, I have that when I have no fucking video games to play. I can mess around with computers and have fun with that. So like, that's where I get that part from. So like college is cool for all the shit I did outside of it. Relationships, I learned a lot through that. Like I was in a relationship for 4 years and then it just fucking ended. That was like growth as just a human being, a relationship after being in one for 4 years and seeing what that's like. Again, growth as a human being, like that kind of stuff is important, you know, like
I'm gonna cut you off for a second, Sammy.
Yeah.
Mike, is Sammy like peaking for you when he's speaking? Is this mic
Very
like all fuzzy?
Very a little bit, yeah.
Oh, it's probably
fuzzy.
peaking through Discord, but mine's recording, so Discord audio sucks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, just making sure, because if your
Yeah,
audio
no,
sounds
you're
like
good.
this on your podcast, you would be pretty upset. At least I would.
No, it doesn't peak
Okay.
on my end. It's just Discord audio is
Yeah,
shit.
it's a Discord thing. It does that for
All
right, all right,
him
cool,
sometimes.
cool.
Yeah,
all right.
Discord
It's
audio
just-
just sucks. This is why we record the audio and then I sync it up, because it sounds like shit in Discord.
Yeah.
That's exactly why. Because I'm good on this end.
All right, cool.
I appreciate the detail though, because if it was shit, I would want to fix it.
Yeah, I mean, if it sounded like that during my after like post edit, I'd be like, holy shit, how do I fix this? You know?
yeah. No, that's exactly why we record outside of Discord, because it does not sound good through there. But yeah, I mean, basically, I'm always on record saying, if you don't have a very clear cut need and what you want to do in college, it ain't it to me in this current day. And I think a lot of kids now know that, and thank goodness. And that's the thing. I think our because we're all around the same age, our parents' generation was like, college is it. You like, boom, that's it. That's how you do it. That's how it works. And like, times have obviously changed. And my mom is in college now. She's getting, well, she already had her bachelor's of, I don't remember. She's got like 2 degrees already in something. And she's like getting another degree in like childcare stuff now. So she's taking college in the current year, and she's seeing a lot of the bullshit that I had to deal with. And she's like, this is insane. Because it was, the college we went to was much different than the college my mom went to. So she's thinking I'm going to college like that. And it's like, there's a lot of bullshit going on. A whole lot of buy a book, teach yourself, and come to class and take a fucking test. And there's your grade. It's like, why am I paying for this? Why am I putting myself in debt for the rest of my life to teach myself a class that I'm not going to need to get a piece of paper that just says I went here? But it is what it is. And I think the kids these days are like, yo, I don't want to go to college, and I
Which
don't see
is
the point to.
Because
Yeah.
you know, for me, like my family put a lot of stress on me, and I don't think they realize that. And
Yeah, a lot
to the
of
point where-
for our parents' generations, a lot of them did, because a lot of our generation was first time going to college.
yeah, so
So it was like, you got to go to college because that's what it. You know, you're the first one to graduate and all that, and it's like,
yeah,
sure, awesome milestones, but like, do you realize the mental pressure you're putting under me to be putting $100,000+ of debt, and I don't know what I want to do at the age of fucking 18.
Yeah,
nobody knows what they want to do at 18.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying because at some point in my life, even when I was young, you know, yes, I was good at traditional art and I wanted to be an artist, but I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I just knew that when I was a kid, I liked to draw. So in my mind, that's like, oh, that's what I'm gonna do. But it's like the older I got, I started to feel lost. But my family just kept suggesting a really safe route, and I rejected that every time without even realizing it. I didn't want to go to safe route. I didn't want to go to college or just finish high school and get like work for the MTA or some shit. Like I didn't want to do that. Like I knew there was stuff to do, but I didn't know how to find it. You know, I knew there were different odd jobs and ways to get yourself in the door, but my family doesn't know that. All they know is that go to school, get a good job that pays, and you're set. And for me, it's like, it's not that simple. It really isn't. And I feel like if I would have went that route, I would not be happy because I'm doing something I don't like doing every day. It's like, yeah, sure, I can work for the MTA and fucking make mad money, but I don't care about trains. And I fucking hate riding the MTA. Why would I want to fucking work for the MTA? Like, why?
You know, that's crazy.
You see what I'm saying?
That's crazy. You know what's crazy? Oh man, what if you go to college and then you get a job and then you like don't want to do it every day? That's crazy. You know, I wouldn't know firsthand or anything, but you know, that's crazy. You know,
and
I hate to ever be in a situation like that.
Think about game journalists, you know, for example, right?
That wouldn't send you through a mental depression and want to, put your relationship, on the line and, want to end everything and you just don't know what the hell you're supposed to do in life. And then now you still got to pay back loans for this degree that, who cares? Yes. I would know nothing about that though, but that's crazy.
No. See, that's what I'm saying.
No way.
And it's like, what the hell was I gonna say? Shit. Wait. What the fuck was I gonna say?
We're all getting fucking old. Buddy. The Plus 30 Podcast. I'm changing the name of the pod.
It's like it's like you feel like you're not going the route your parents or your family suggest, so they make you feel like there's no way out. Like my grandmother made me feel like if I don't do what she's telling me to do or suggest me to do, that my only option is being a bum on the street. And they don't understand how much mental pressure that puts on you, because when you're not making it, you feel like your life is over. And you don't find a way to change that. You're just like, I need to go down this path. This is what I've been told my whole life. And because it's not working out, then I guess it's over for me. And it's like, then you waste a lot of time doing nothing. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what's crazy, because the inverse is not always better, right? I mean, I'm basically a poster child for failing at everything that works. That's what I look at myself for a lot of things. I went to college. I graduated. I got a job in computer science. Shit's fucked up, right? I streamed forever. A lot of people came by my stream. I got partnered. People think my stream is cool. Shit's fucked up, right? Like going by the book, doing the shit that people say you're supposed to do, and it's like, oh yeah, he did the thing. Like, my brother and I, my brother's like 10 years older, and we're not like antithesis, like we hate each other, but as far as, again, looking from the outside, it's like my brother was a rebel. He was the artist. He would like leave school. He did all that kind of shit, trouble, all that. And I was like, oh, they're saying he just goes to school, he plays video games, and all that. And it's like, cool. I did all that, but like, what's up here? Like, how about those thoughts? Like that, nobody cares about that. It's just like, oh, you did the thing. You did the thing that American dream tells you to do. But I don't want to fucking be here. So how about that?
Part of that comes from the last generation behind us, where they sucked up everything and they just did what they had to do to make a buck and live comfortably. But like, if you're still alive, you're not living comfortably. Like, you're not. Things are more expensive. Like, so what you did 20, 30 years ago is not helping you now. So it's like, you know, like 50, no, not 50, but like 30 years ago, I could work part-time, make $10 an hour, and still get an apartment. Can't do that shit now.
No
in New York.
fucking way.
Can't do that
No
shit
way.
now.
No way. Yeah, no way.
No. So,
No way.
You know, like my grandmother, it took her a while to understand what my generation was going through, because at first she was always hammering in, you find somewhere to work, find something and just stay there or whatever. But now, like,
yeah, that's the thing.
She's the most understanding person that I can talk to.
And that's what's crazy, right? Is that was a thing. You get a job, you're there for 50 years, you retire, your pension's in, you're good, you're chilling. Yo, if you have a resume and you have one job on it and you go to a different job, they're like, why did you only work at one other place?
Yeah.
And that's like a knock.
That is.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Most
Those things
places
are just
have a higher
now.
retention rate. Even the place I'm going to now, it is the epitome of dead end. Like, sure, if you're like a weeb like I was, or I still am kind of a weeb, but if you're like a weeb and you're like, whoa, I get to work at a Japanese place. Wow, Japanese people and people are from Japan and we get to talk about it. And it's like, yeah. But then you work there for like 5 years and you're still in the same place. Like, making the same money, you're just there. Like, and then you see people that's been there for like fucking almost 50 years in the same position. Like, how does that make you feel? Like, it's like, why the fuck am I here then? Right?
Yeah.
Like,
so, and I'm interested for you, Carol, because you had a different culture. You're not from America. So like, how was that whole thing for you, as in how you feel about, well, just those kind of pressures in general? I'm just curious.
Mine's a responsibility. So it doesn't matter what I feel of like the pressures, because it's a family responsibility. I'm the eldest in my family. So I have a younger brother, and we are basically polar opposites. We get along fine. Like we both love to play video games, but that is pretty much the only common ground we have with each other, because I have to uphold all of the family's responsibilities as being the eldest. And so that doesn't leave me with a lot of free time to do what I actually want to do or what I enjoy doing. But I overcame this because you just get better at time management. So, yeah, I mean, to me, I don't have any of the problems that Mike said, about feeling the external, family pressures and all that stuff, because I just accepted it. And to me, since day one, it was kind of expected, It was a responsibility. It was expected of me to carry out all of these responsibilities, right? And instead of being, worrying about how I'm going to do it and all of that stuff, I was just like, you know what? We'll take it one step at a time. And if I need help, I'll ask. Ask my parents, I don't know how to do this. How do I do it? And they'll explain it to me, But I do understand where that pressure comes from, like what Mike went through, about, people not fully understanding what you're going through and just being like, just deal with it, get a job, forehead, make some money, blah, blah, blah. Like, to some extent I had to deal with that, but it wasn't that big of a deal because I've always been more of a problem solver. So my dad always told me this one story before. He was like, don't be a pigeon or something and be an eagle. And like the eagle is like the predator, the problem solver. everyone looks up to the eagle because they can solve your issues, right? And he was like, my dad was always like, you need to be a person that can solve your own issues by yourself and solve other people's issues. That way you have value and people will flock to you, and that way you get support. And so I always grew up with that mentality of I need to be better than everyone in one field, at the very least one field. And that way when people need help, I can assist them and provide value so that I become irreplaceable, basically. And so for me, that was socializing, organizing, and just hospitality stuff, right? I was really good at being courteous, being a butler, waiter, whatever you need, service stuff, right? And I know to some people, like, their dignity or their pride won't allow them to do certain jobs, like, be a waiter or be a butler, so forth and so on. But for me, I don't have that much issue. I have a lot of pride, but the pride is in what I do. If I do something, I want to do it right, or I want to do it well, right? And so the pride that I have motivates me to try harder, to do better, instead of being afraid or gatekeeping me from doing anything that I would not try otherwise, because I'm like, oh, what if I mess up? What if I make a fool of myself? Stuff like that. I kind of threw that out the window. And so it's been more of a, I don't know, more of a motivator, that I'm willing to try new things. I'm more than happy to make myself look like a fool as long as I learn something from it and I benefit in the long run. So, a great example is YouTube, right? In YouTube, for New Genesis or just PSO2, most people like my content because I admit when I'm wrong. When I'm wrong, I'll be like, yo, I fucked up. I'm sorry, guys. I'll just own up to it. And then I'll try my best to make it up to people, to provide better information. I'll try harder. I'll spend more time fact checking, so forth and so on. And most people don't see me, at least I don't think most people see me as like the super tryhard, the only source of content or news and stuff like that. I'm more like, hey, I'm just your buddy. I play video games. I play this game a lot, and I just share what I think about the game. It's not like I'm enforcing this is what the game should be played like, or you should play NGS like this. You should grind using this method. Blah blah blah. I'm just like, hey guys, this is what I do. But if you have a better idea or a better solution, let me know, because I'm more than happy to try your solution, right? So it's more like we're equals, I'm not superior to you, you're not superior to me, we're just equals, we're just friends, we're just having a good time, right? And that's kind of the approach that I've always taken. So whenever I meet challenges or like issues, like let's say that, a friend is looking for a job, right? Instead of being like, hey, I got a job for you, I got everything sorted out, hop on in, I go, hey, let's look for a job together. What can you do? And I help them out. Like, okay, let's do a SWOT analysis of your personality. What are you good at? What are you bad at? What don't you like? What do you like? And then it takes a lot more time, but I feel like it's a lot more effective in helping other people like this. And when I have problems, I can reach out to them because they're like, oh, Caro helped me out a lot, so I'm more than happy to help him out. And this is kind of how I've built relationships.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're good. Go ahead, Mike.
You want me to go? Well, I was going to say that there's a lot of things. So what you said, Keroppi, is one thing that I admire about Asian culture in general, is that you're going to do what you're doing and you want to do it to the best of your ability. Even if you don't particularly enjoy it, this is what you are doing, and you want to do it the best way you can do. I feel like there's an American, I don't know if it's a problem or not, but there's this thing where we put so much value on hierarchy in jobs, right? So it's like if we feel like we're stuck in the same position for years, like we have so much value on not wanting to stay stunted, to the point where it affects our performance, it affects our self-worth, and it goes a long way. To the point where you tell someone, you could be 30 years old, and you say, oh, I work at a grocery store. And someone will look at you like, why are you working at a grocery store? You don't have a career? You're at least not the manager? Like, that is something we cannot escape, and it's hard. So it's like, yeah, even if you are making decent money at a place and you're at like entry level position, you're still gonna get looked at. People are gonna look down on you, like no matter what. No matter what.
This wasn't even planned. That I just tweeted about this like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
It's like, it's crazy how somebody can ask you about your job and then not expect the conversation to get depressing.
Yeah, it's
and
like
then
it's
the
like teeth.
Yeah,
it's like teeth in America. If you don't have perfect white straight teeth, then someone's gonna comment on your mouth. Like, that's just how it is.
And a lot of people don't have that. That's what's crazy.
A lot. That's the thing. That's the thing. But we put so much value on that. It's like there are a lot of people from the UK who just have weird looking teeth, and it's like, that's just a thing. Like, Americans especially, if we want to make a joke on teeth, we're gonna say, oh, we're gonna make a UK joke. Oh, people not having straight teeth. Like, we're just obsessed with perfection, or the idea of perfection.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's the idea.
That's the thing.
Right.
The idea of perfection.
That's a lot. I mean, I'm not the fucking political history guy, whatever, but that's a lot of what goes on here, is the idea of things, like the idea of free speech, the idea of the American dream, right? All those things are really cool ideas. But then when you get into what all of us do and react and act around those things to accomplish those ideas, it's not great, right? Like, it's not a good idea, but it's like, well, you got to look like this, you got to be like this, you got to do that, and it's like, what's all the stuff to get there, and how sustainable and realistic is it for, I don't know how many fucking people in this goddamn country to be in the 1%. That's just literally impossible. That's not how numbers work.
Everybody's pushing for the 1%, which is why if you want to be an artist, it's usually, at least from the last generation, from ours, looked down on, because that's not safe. And it's not safe, and it doesn't secure like regular income. You know what I'm saying? So it's like why would you do that when you can work at this place and get money
it's
every
like the
week?
idea is for everybody to be the 1%, when that's literally impossible.
Yes,
that's just not this,
like, some
numbers
people
don't let that happen.
We need people to sweep the fucking parks. Like, we need people to clean up shit. It's like
that the whole like the work grind Twitter area. It's like, be a boss, be your own boss. Don't do the work, get the work done. It's like, yo, that
not everyone could do that.
Not everyone wants to be a boss, for one. Not everyone can be a boss. And if you're a boss, that means you have employees. So who's gonna be that?
That's what I'm saying.
And you can't look down on that, because those jobs are what are allowing you to be in that position, right?
Yes.
So it's like, all of those jobs are important, but there's this weird fucking idea in this country. And again, like you mentioned that like you said, the way you mentioned about Asian culture, and I mean, we're only looking from outside in, but I feel a lot of that stuff, there's a lot of respect on all those tiers of responsibilities and jobs in a lot of areas over there. Like, it doesn't matter what you're doing. Like you said, I'm going to do it to my best of ability, and that's what's judged, not what the job is, how well I'm doing it. And that is like so often not a thing here. It doesn't matter how, like, and that's the thing too here. A lot of people at these entry level jobs are fucking amazing at their job, right? Like, if they took that work ethic and was in their boss's job, their boss would be fucking fired, right? If they take the same amount of work ethic that is being applied on this low level job and was at this high level, the boss would be shit because they're not applying that same amount of work, right?
And my issue with stuff like that is not necessarily the work I'm doing. It's more so I'm not good at that. I have a thought process where I'm like better at complicated things than simple things. So simple things like stocking shit and, you know, cashier work, like I'm not that good at that. I need like something to stimulate my intellectual mind. Like it's not for me. Like, and if I try to force it, I just get depressed and get burnt out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yes, it's easy money, but it's not for me. Like, it's naturally, it just isn't. There's someone, one of my friends at one of my old jobs, he got a raise. He does everything faster than me. He's just better at the job. And it's like, I clearly see that and I accept that. And I'm just there to get a paycheck. And I'm just there because I don't know what else to do. I just need money. But I know, like, stuff like that is just not for me. It isn't. It just isn't.
And that's the thing too with the current state of I guess just working in America, right? Like for me, same thing, right? My brain, I have to be doing something, and it's so hard for me. It's so hard for me to do something and not do it right. Like, because again, shit here is generally.
Can we get a timeout? Can we get a timeout for 5 minutes? I need to go to the bathroom really bad.
Oh yeah. We can take a break. Go right ahead. This is why it's not live. All right, and we're back. So yeah, we were just talking about fucking working and all that shit. And I guess balancing that kind of stuff with content creation. Oh, you know what? This is the thing we definitely wanted to talk about before. Kind of related to some news that Mike was talking about as well with so Monster Hunter World hit 20 million copies, like biggest fucking Capcom game ever, which is crazy. Especially I haven't played that game for holy shit, over a decade now. That's crazy to think about. I've been playing Monster Hunter for over a decade. But yeah, so it just recently hit 20 million. And whenever Mike makes a video talking about Monster Hunter, the community wants to fucking slit his throat, and it's wild. And he keeps making them. I don't understand why. He's a madman. I would stop making videos for people who always want to fucking shit on my content. I don't get it. But he keeps doing it for whatever reason. And we were talking about the Monster Hunter community and the creators along with it, as well as kind of a difference between the PSO2 community and their creators. And especially with both of you doing them both in YouTube, I think that's a perfect grounds of a conversation to talk about those differences.
Well, can I go first real quick?
Yeah.
Go ahead. All yours.
So I love how the PSO2 community is like so tight knit. Like it's just amazing to see because everyone knows each other, at least who does general content. Everyone's cool with each other. Like it doesn't feel like everyone's out
cliquish.
Exactly. And I feel like with Monster Hunter, there's something to do with the game. One, how the game is, and one, how unpopular it was for years.
I got a real spicy hot take. I got a real spicy hot take. I'm gonna hold it though. I got it. I'm not losing it either.
All right. So it's like with Monster Hunter, everyone wants their own little spotlight, and it's like there's clearly creators that don't like other creators, but they will not tell you that. They won't tell you that. Mind you, this game is not that popular. I mean, it's getting kind of popular, but it's not. It's not Fortnite, and it's not Minecraft. So it's like, they're creators who don't like the way you do things. It's like, because Monster Hunter is so, how do I say, complicated, people like to do things their own way. I feel like that seeps into creation. You know, it creates a weird mindset. Sammy, what do you got to say? Say it. Say it.
So what you were saying, right? The way people play Monster Hunter, it's very kind of, yes, it's a 4-player game, but it's a very lone wolf thing.
Yes.
And it's really ironic that I'm going to say what I say, because I'm pretty sure I memed this statement before, but every good joke has a bit of truth to it. And I think a lot of these ideas, or a lot of these people who feel the way they do as far as this superiority, I'm saying it with my goddamn chest, a lot of it comes down to fucking speed running, man. A lot of these people are fucking, look at my runs. I'm great at this game. I'm a god at this game. And I can say this because he's my friend, and a lot of people, and we're cool, and I know there's no issue. I could have him here on this podcast and it'd be cool. A lot of people look at fucking Rainy, and that's my homie. A lot of people look at Rainy like he's the greatest thing since fucking sliced bread.
They want to suck Rainy's dick because he gets faster times.
And it's like, and again, I can say this about Rainy because he's a friend, and he doesn't look at shit this way. And he's like, yo, I'm just a fucking dude who's playing video games. Like, relax. I think he's fucking studying to be a doctor or some shit. I just fucking play Monster Hunter and I like Charge Blade, like whatever. But there's a lot of people that take that shit to their goddamn fucking head. And like, it's a lot in that aspect, right? When you look at, because that's what's considered hardcore, and that's what people look at. When it's somebody who just does multi all the time and just hangs out, and that's me. I hate speedrunning. I could never fucking do it. It makes me hate my favorite game of all time. I don't understand. I play Monster Hunter, and the moment my brain starts to try to like, all right, I need to do this. This has got to be here. And then it's a fucking, I'm working. It's a drill. And I'm like, I got to stop. I'm done. Like, there's so many times when I was streaming World and Iceborne, and I'd hit that like fucking 9-8 hour mark where like it's fucking 4 a.m. It's like the perfect hour where nobody is awake, and the people who are awake are either going to bed or just woke up. So it's like just me playing Monster Hunter. So it's like, all right, whatever. I'll just fight this monster. And now I'm fighting Ruiner over and over and over and over again. And it's like, oh God, 8 runs in, I'm fucking speed running and I want to kill myself. I have to stop this. Like, I can't do it. I can't do it. But that like is looked at crazy. And by no means am I like, oh, speedrunners ruining the act of speedrunning is ruining the community. It's like, no, the fucking egos that a lot of these speedrunners get. And it's like subconscious. A lot of times they don't even realize that's my spicy take. A lot of it's right there.
There was
a lot of that lone wolf feeling. And I don't think a lot of there is speedrunning, and that's the thing too. There is speedrunning in PSO2.
Yeah.
By no means am I saying that it's only a Monster Hunter thing. But I think as far as content creation, especially with NGS, like you were saying, all the people I know who do NGS stuff, even people who are like super specified, like Chrono is like, that's like his bouncer is like his thing, right? Like that's like what he knows. It's never come off like a fucking I'm a deity. It's just like, hey man,
runner, bitch.
Yeah, it's just like, hey man,
times than you.
Yeah, it's like I love bouncer, and I'm just here. If you have any questions, if you want to know about this class that I love, I'm an open book. Like, it's such a different idea of just sharing even high level knowledge.
There's no ego.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Yeah,
that's the thing. And I've dealt with that so much to the point where I made a video about speedrunning in Monster Hunter, and I said that it doesn't matter if you play like that or not. You shouldn't feel invalidated because you like to play the game the way you like to play. And several speedrunners came at me. They came at me.
See what I'm saying?
Several of them. Without realizing what I said, they said I was shitting on speedrunners and I sound like a casual. And it's like, I'm not even a casual player. I don't speedrun intentionally. Like, I just like to be really good at the games I play all the time. And if I happen to beat a monster in 5 minutes, and that's a result of me beating the monster over and over again. Like, it's not, I don't try to speedrun because I think that's too much for me. I don't want to do all that shit. Like, naturally, if I beat the monster in 5 minutes, that means I was playing really well. and I
Yeah.
know the monster enough to beat it quicker. That's all it means. But some people script their speed runs and all that shit, and I don't. That's like work. That's not fun for me. Like for me, that's not.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So
saying
it's
for me.
like-
Because there's a mathematical aspect to it, and that stuff is
Yes.
there's a problem solving aspect to it. By no means
That's
am I
not
ever
me.
saying, oh, it's easy and anybody can. No, the shit's hard. It's
No.
hard. But we're all just fucking humans playing a video game at the end of the day, especially when it comes to fucking Monster Hunter. Like, sure, there's people streaming it and making YouTube content on it and making money, but like, this is not League of Legends here. All right, like this is not Fortnite.
I feel like there is no major cliques within the main PSO2 community. And Monster Hunter, there is high school cliques where there's some people that hang with other people and they act like others don't exist, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
that's
and
what
that's
it is.
something with PSO2 that was one of the main reasons. I mean, that's probably why I feel not really salty, but I don't know. Whatever the word is between fucking salty and depressed. That's like where I'm at with like PSO is because the main reason I love PSO was the community. Like I didn't like the combat, whatever in base PSO. Like it wasn't the fucking greatest thing ever. Fashion was cool, but again, the game was from 2008. Like it only looked so good. Like the enemies, like whatever. The main thing for PSO that made me love that game was the community. Hopping on the game, seeing all my friends in the hub, doing cool fucking dances, showing off their outfits, like whatever. I would stream that game and do one quest and stream for 8 hours because I was just hanging with people. Like that was like the main thing. And that's from players and content creators. Like it was always like super open. Like I remember like with Animana and even Keroppi, you guys were just like super welcoming to me. I was like, I don't know shit about this game. And you guys were like, hey, you want to hop on the podcast or play or get on a quest and do whatever? And I was like, what the you guys are fucking YouTube legends. This is crazy. Like that kind of stuff was just like so cool to me, just being so fresh and into a new game that everybody was just like so open and like welcoming. I don't know. So like how was your experience being a part of or just becoming a part of the PSO2 community, Keroppi, especially as a content creator?
I mean, as you guys say, you know, ego isn't that big of a deal for me because I have an ego in real life, right? Like at work and all that jazz. My ego is gigantic. It's freaking whale
frozen.
sized, right?
Uh-oh. Did we lose him?
Oh, am I frozen? We here? Hello? Test? Oh no. Do we have audio? Or is audio there too?
Is he here still?
Oh no.
Yeah, he's in chat. I mean, he's still in
Oh,
here.
I think you're good now.
There you go.
Are,
All right.
You're
Are we
moving
good?
now.
Are we
You're
good?
Yeah, you're
Okay.
good.
Okay. So
Oh,
I'll just start over.
Wait, do we have
from the
audio?
beginning, I
Oh, we don't
guess.
have audio.
We don't have audio?
Shit.
Oh, come on. What's
We don't
going
got
on,
audio.
man?
We got video, but no audio. You can just leave and hop back in. It should be good.
All right, cool.
Oh,
Oh.
wait. You're good. You're good.
We
I
good?
think-
Yeah.
I think we're good now. All right, there we go.
All right.
Yeah, this is
All right.
this is the real content right here. So yeah, you were
This
saying
is the real content.
we got
Yeah,
it up
okay,
to
so,
I have an ego in real life. That's where we got to.
Okay. Yeah,
Also,
so
I
I
like
have
that
an ego in-
sentence because none of this shit is fucking real. But continue.
But yeah, so basically in my day job and all that jazz, my ego is huge, right? So I try to take that out of online life because when I'm making content, I just want to be myself. There's no need to put on any airs, any act, any whatever. It's just me being myself, being, you know, I just like to play video games, whatever, right? And when people are interested in the same game as me or in same hobbies as me, you know, instead of gatekeeping them, I prefer to just embrace it. I'm like, yo, this guy likes the same game or the same class as me. I have a lot of knowledge about this class. I'm more than happy to share it, right? Instead of being like, you don't do anything, you know. I'll take the speedrunner mentality with the ego, right? If I were really good at a specific game and I could beat specific content extremely quickly, let me rephrase that. Cut that out. Jesus Christ. that sounds so bad. I don't want to attack the speedrunner.
Beating quickly.
Let's just say that. Yeah. Let's just say that if I take a content creator's perspective and I applied my real life big ass ego into it, and I would be like, oh, you guys don't know squat, but I'm not gonna teach you. That's such a dick move. But I feel like there's no incentive in doing that, right? What do I benefit from it, and what does the other party benefit from it? It's a negative. It's a lose-lose situation. So when it comes to video games and casual things and money is not involved, I'm more than happy to share my knowledge. It's just like, yo, you don't know how to play this? Don't worry. I'm more than happy. I'll be very patient. I'll teach you how to do it. Obviously, if I had a bad day, I'm probably just gonna find an excuse and be like, "Yo, listen, I've had a really bad day. Just leave me alone, right?" But other than that, I've always embraced other content creators, other people's ideas, other things like that, because hey, I don't claim to be the #1 content creator for PSO2 or whatever, because I know for a fact that other people are better than me in other fields. For example, as we said, Chrono is really good at the bouncer. Like, he knows that he has the frame data. He can tell you like, oh, you animation cancel here, blah blah blah. What do I know? I play Braver a lot, and what do I know about Braver? You hold down right click and you go brr, right? I'm just like, I have fun doing that. I don't need to know any of this frame data bullshit, right?
Yeah.
But it depends on how the person has fun, right? So if someone comes in and is like, yo, Carol, I want to min-max my damage, I'll be like, okay, I'm probably not the person to ask, but I'll give you the basics. And if you know the basics, then you should look out for these people, because they're the people with the frame data. They know how to min-max your damage. I just know the basics because that's how I have fun, right? I'm not going to go out of my way to torture myself to find out specific things. Unless it's like, a subscriber goal or like something that a lot of people really, really want, right? Then I'll be like, all right, I'll go out of my way and I'll figure it out. But, bringing it back to comparing it with the Monster Hunter community or content creators, honestly, I don't know much about the Monster Hunter content creator community because I don't create content for the game, right? Yeah. But I've played Monster Hunter World. But I can tell you for a fact that the only time I looked up for content in Monster Hunter World was, oh, I'm having trouble with XYZ boss. This monster. I can't beat it. I don't know how to beat it. Tell me how. And then, most of the guys I looked up would be like, oh, yeah, you can use this set or this set, these different armor sets or these different weapons, use these different items to help you, blah, blah, blah. I'll be like, okay, cool. And then I figured it out on my own because that's how I have fun. Even though the fight, the fight takes me like 25 minutes, 30 minutes to kill the freaking boss, but it's fine because I have fun. And then I bring my friends along, my brother comes in. My brother takes the game approaches the game very differently from me. He has a very min-max mentality. Mm-hmm. So my brother comes into Monster Hunter. He's like, if a fight takes longer than 10 minutes, it's garbage, right? That's his mentality. He comes in, he's fully buffed up. He does all this crazy shit with the cloaks and the iron things and the flash bugs and shit. And I'm just like, I don't understand what you're doing, right? I just go up with my long sword, I slash, do my anime thingy, and that's it, right? It takes me 30 minutes.
The way your brother and you play is exactly how Heather and I play. Is like, I'll have all my skills ticked out to here, have my mantles and my decos and all this stuff in it, and then she'll just be like, all right, well, I got my longsword, all right, I'm cool. And it's like, but that's the thing that's great about both of these games, both PSO and Monster Hunter, is that it has such a wide range of enjoyability. Like, you have total fun playing it that way, your brother has total fun playing it that way, and that's the beauty of the game. Both of them, right? And same thing with PSO. That's exactly how Heather and I play PSO. Like I said, she hops on, does her dailies, does urgents, and fucking take pictures all day. And that's awesome. I want to get every single counter I possibly can when I have a sword in my hands. If I don't counter every single attack that comes to me, I feel like garbage. I want to turn the fucking game off. But that's just how I play the game. And that's not the game's fault. That's just how I want to play it. And that's fine because the game can support both of those types of things. But yeah, there's just I think it's cool how, and I mean, every community has their shitters as far as community people playing the game, right? Like PSO has their fair share of shitters, or especially in base PSO, you don't have fucking Guardian Soul, get out of my UQ type of. Everybody has that fucking. Oh, you have health boost on your set. What are you doing? Get out of. What are you doing this hunt? Like everybody has that kind of shit, but I think, and maybe because it's been so niche, maybe because Monster Hunter's been so nichely popular. I don't know if that's a real word, but
no, you're right.
Applies.
No, you're right. You're right.
It's been nichely popular for so long that there's this weird, like, you know where it is, and maybe that's why it doesn't exist in PSO, because Monster Hunter's been globally available for most of its games, but it's been nichely popular for very long. PSO 2 is nichely popular, but it was not globally available until very recently. So what I think PSO 2 has is I'm a JP player, but none of the fucking content creators that I know for YouTube are that. So maybe that's why I don't get that. But that's the fucking thing.
Wait, let me say something. That's the one thing that I can't stand about PSO2 is all right, so I love RC to death, and this is not something RC does. But when he streams like certain streams and his friends are on, they make jokes about people who play on global. And they were like, "Oh, yeah, make them wait fashion mains on global." And it's like, "Come on, man." Like, dude,
like that's the kind of gatekeeping. I think that's the closest to like gatekeeping shit in PSO, but I think again, a lot of the people who at least we know through content creation in PSO2 aren't on that side of the fence. So it's not really a thing.
RC none of the creators I know are like that at all. And I feel like with Monster Hunter, I feel like I don't even know half the people who do content in Monster Hunter. Like, I don't know them. I never talked to them. And it's like, they don't even acknowledge me. I know who they are because I want to know everybody. That's why I'm still super small, but a lot of people know who I am because I like to reach out and know everybody. Now, also, I say stupid shit on Twitter, but that also helps. Like, I feel like a lot of the black humor is not synonymous with Monster Hunter. It's almost alien. When I say black humor,
you mean African American humor?
I mean African American humor.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
African American humor is not synonymous with Monster Hunter, so it feels weird to a lot of people.
Which is crazy because it's basically a fighting game, and fighting game us, and it's Capcom. It's the easiest connection.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I've been trying to do since I took creation seriously, is take that approach and put it in Monster Hunter. And that's the reason why I've probably got so much attention, because I'm the only one who does it. Like, who creates, anyway. I'm the only one who does it. So it's like, no one else is doing it. So why don't I do it? Because everyone else just has, like, either really dry humor, which is not always relatable, or like they shit post, but they're just a meme channel or a meme page, and they don't make like video content or whatever. But it's like we need more people to like inject their own humor into Monster Hunter, because that's why it's predominantly white, and that's not a bad thing. It's not, but it is predominantly white, and that's part of why a lot of that humor seems really weird, because it's like, what is this dude it's like if I said the N-word in my YouTube videos, and I don't do that. That's a personal thing. I don't usually do that, but it's like if I said nigga and fucking joking with Monster Hunter, that's weird for a lot of people. It just is.
This is getting downvoted. I'm uncomfortable.
See, like that's weird. And it's like you go to the FGC and that shit is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Like K-Brad and all them motherfuckers, like they're fucking
And they're both
funny.
Capcom games.
They're funny. And it's like with Monster Hunter, everyone's like, well, this is how you do this hunt. This is how you use this weapon. And yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, let's get on this podcast and talk about how much we played this game this week. And then, we're just done. Like, yeah, let's talk about how much, we professionally played this game. And, it's fun. Yeah, it's really fun. Yeah, talking like fucking 40-year-olds at a fucking bar mitzvah or some shit. Like, it's just not funny. Like, it's not relatable or funny. So, it's like, whatever, I'm done.
There's a lane, man. I don't know. There's a lane where that works. Some people just want simple bread and butter. Not everybody wants spice. Not everybody wants spice.
That's fine.
I just thought of something about Monster Hunter. There was a video that I saw ages ago that got me into World. Is it Joe Cat? Is that the guy's name?
I think it's Joe Cat. He's pretty big. Yeah.
Yeah, Joe Cat. He made the crap guide to Monster Hunter or something.
Yeah.
And I found like those videos super entertaining. And it was really, I think the one about the longsword was the one that cracked me up, and I was like, yeah, I'm a longsword main now because
we need more people like Joe Cat. We do.
Yeah.
Because most of the time this is it, right? And usually it's some like European guy with a really strong accent telling you how to use longsword. And like it's just
Mike, you gotta chill.
It's no, I'm not chilling with shit. It's usually a European dude with a really strong accent from like fucking deep in Europe where the mountains are and some shit, telling you how to use longsword, and you can barely fucking understand what they're saying. You can barely understand that shit. That's no, I don't want to hear it. There's no humor injected into that. There is no humor.
Oh my God.
It's just, here's how you use this, right? And that's it. Clean cut. And people are used to that in the community. So when someone tries to like inject weird humor into shit, it's like, man, this is fucking weird. Like, I don't think I like this. Just tell me how to use the fucking weapon. Like, it's like someone on
didn't read.
Someone in my comments was like, man, YouTubers and their fucking, here's what we're doing today, kids. Like, no, just tell me how to play the fucking game. And it's like, no, why don't you shut up? Because I'm not just, I'm not just coming at you who plays the game all day, motherfucker. I'm coming at people who want to know what we're talking about. Like, it's not just about you. Like, man, whatever. Whatever. Like,
I feel like there was a lot of vented up frustration.
Yes,
no,
we missed a week.
It is.
Sorry, Carol. So we missed a week, Carol. So we gotta get it out. There's some, this is where it happens. That's what I was saying. Whatever you gotta get out, we can get it out here, air it out. All right. This is where we do it, and we didn't have a chance to do that last week. So Mike's just getting some off his chest, and that's what we're here for. That's what the PVC pod is here for. Just let it out.
Right.
Let it out. I think. You know what? We can save that because the Cyberpunk ain't going nowhere. We can talk about that next week. That game ain't going nowhere. So actually, yeah, I think it's a good time for that. So at the end of the pod, we usually have that's what that is. That's what that fucking Discord's crazy. Doing all types of shit. At the end of the pod, we take some questions, whether they're either left in YouTube or on Discord, or you could tweet any of us. Damn, not good timing on this time. They're not down there.
No names.
Yeah, not this time. And then we answer them at the end of the pod if they're not stupid. And we have a few because like I said, we didn't pod last week, so we got a little grit. Let me see. I think I'll save this one. Because that's a big old topic. Yeah, we'll do. You know what? This is a perfect one because of the timing of it.
Question?
Yeah. I'll save one of these, but the other two we can do. So, you ever had a dream? This one's from Zick. Thank you, Zick. Zick's always coming through. You ever had a dream that I just think of a kid. You ever have a dream that if you ever had a dream so great or had a story going that when you woke up, you tried to go back to sleep and keep it going? So I'll start this one. I'm a lucid dreamer. I'm aware in my dreams. So I generally know when I'm dreaming and I'm like, this is fucking sick. I'm going to keep this going. Like I'm aware of that when I'm dreaming. I don't know if I can, I think I've gone back to sleep and continued to dream, but yeah, I usually know, that I'm dreaming in my dreams. So I'm just like, this is awesome. And I'm gonna keep this going. Sometimes they'll get me and I think it's real. And it's usually when I'm doing something wrong is when I think it's real, which is kind of fucked up. I only think they're real when shit's going wrong. When they're great, I'm like, this is too good. This has got to be a dream. And it is. That sucks. There was something wrong with my fucking, that's fucked up. Should get that fixed. I don't know how, but I should fix that. Make it so I know when the bad ones are shitty too. But yeah, so when it's a good dream, I usually know, because I'm like, this is awesome. This would never actually really happen. So let's just keep this going. And I don't know. I don't usually go back to sleep. When I wake up, I'm usually up. So that's what I got for that question.
I don't remember half of my dreams.
I know. Oh, all right. I thought you were going to say the question again.
No. I know the question, but I don't remember half of my dreams, and I'm not a lucid dreamer at all. Like, I'll wake up and be like, huh, oh shit, it was a dream. Fuck. Like, I'll wake up and be like, shit, I got a PS5. Fuck, it was a dream. Like, like I don't lucid dream.
Oh my god.
So.
Wait. So I'll tell this last stream. I'll try to keep it relatively PG, I guess. The last stream I had that I remember, I ended up. So I was still married to Heather. I was with Heather, and I met the girl from fucking Squid Game that everybody's going crazy about, and we were like, together, and then we ended up getting married. Well, I was still married to Heather, but she had like this huge house. So then all of us, we all moved in this house together. Like Heather, the girl from Squid Game, and myself, we moved in this house, and we were all in here together, and it was awesome. And I like told Heather about it, and she was like, that was an awesome dream. If that happened, I'm down. And I was like, yes, it's never going to happen. But if it did, it's awesome to know that there's no losses. But again, during that dream, I was like, this is awesome. And this isn't real. So yeah. What about you, Carol?
No, I usually don't have anything. Like, I wake up and I'm just like, oh, it's just a dream, whatever. And
Yeah.
I just move on with my day.
That's like me. Yeah, it's like I don't remember it. Like sometimes I remember it, but for me in my mind, because I know how dreams work, it's like, oh, it's just a dream. Like whatever. Like
Yeah.
I think the last time I did that was the time I dreamt I had a Dreamcast and I thought it was real. So because I went to my cousin's house and he had a Dreamcast. Yeah, he had a Dreamcast and the Sonic Adventure demo was on it. And I was like, let's play Sonic. And he's like, no, nobody want to play Sonic all the time. Like, man, fuck off. I'm trying to play other games. Then I had a dream when I went home that I had a Dreamcast. My mom came in a room and it was all white background. And she was like, you enjoying the Dreamcast, son? And I'm like,
were you in like the fucking Matrix
Sonic
room or something?
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'm playing Sonic, Mom. Then I woke up and said, all right, I'm up. Let's play some Sonic Adventure. And I was like, fuck, it's a dream.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was the last time I did that shit.
And then this is a good one for the season, I guess. Any favorite movies or shows you have for Halloween time? Which one, if you do? This one's from JPEX, by the way.
No, I mean, I'm a 30-year-old adult who just doesn't give a fuck. I mean, whatever. Like, I don't know. I don't plan shit on Halloween. It's just a fucking day. Like, I don't know. Like, no, I don't. I have nothing.
No.
Nothing.
Is Halloween even a thing for you, Caro?
Nah, no, not
No.
really.
No, not really. And yeah, I'm a bitch and I don't like scary shit anyway. So Halloween is not really a thing for me. I mean, I've watched like, fucking Hocus Pocus or whatever, but yeah, it's not
I
really.
mean,
Movies
like
aren't really a thing for me anyway either. I don't ever have I don't like rewatching stuff. Just anything. Games, movies, shows. I don't rewatch shit or redo shit. It very rarely, unless it's like really, really, really good. And that's only for games. I don't rewatch movies as an adult. I don't rewatch TV shows. I don't.
You know
if
what's
I watch
funny?
it, cool. And then that's it.
I do that a lot, actually. Like,
rewatch movies
I'm
and shows.
Dude, I watch Back to the Future over and over again. Like, every year I watch Back to the Future.
I can't. I don't know.
And
It's just
then,
like I saw this movie already. Like, and because that's the
Yeah.
thing for me. If I rewatch it as I'm watching it, I know everything that's about to happen. So it's like, this is 2 hours. I could be playing a game.
Nah,
Why
for
am I
me,
watching
it's
this
like,
again?
For example, I watched the Matrix. I watched the Matrix trilogy like every year or two. So
That's
for me,
crazy.
it's like, yeah, this is the Matrix. I know what's gonna happen, but damn, it's fucking cool. It's the Matrix. Yo, look at me, yo, fight Smith. Like, this shit is awesome. There's something wrong with me though. Like, I think there's something wrong with me because I like to relive those experiences.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
like, that's the whole reason. Yeah, I mean, people do that. It's totally a thing. It's not.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a weird thing. It's just a medium, right? People replay games and stuff. That's the thing too. Like, I don't like replaying games ever.
Dude,
like it's
I
it's
played
very
Cyberpunk
rare.
7 times, like over.
That's fucking wild. That's
7 times.
Stop. We're not talking about Cyberpunk. Not this pod. No, we're not doing it. No, dude. 7? No. All right.
Yeah.
And nope. And then Zick added to that for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I'm sure the reply is the same for all three of us.
Yeah,
Same
it's
thing.
the same.
Yeah, I don't really watch stuff too often. But yeah, I think that will wrap up the pod. Thanks again for joining us, Keroppi. If you have anything to say, I'm it's kind of Jack in the Hot Ones thing. But you only got one camera, but look at this camera, that camera, this camera. Tell the people where to find you. What do you want to? The floor is yours.
All right, sure. Yeah, if you ever decide to play New Genesis, feel free to check out my channel. It's at youtube.com/Keroppi. I do plan to stream a little bit more often on Twitch when my internet is a little bit more stable one day. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I do have a Twitter, but I don't think you guys want to follow me there. I really just shitpost like once a week.
That's the exact reason.
Yeah.
Keroppi, you're
Follow
on
him
this
now.
podcast. That
Yes,
is what
follow
we
him.
do.
Yes.
I suppose. Yeah, I suppose. Well, yeah, my Twitter is master_Keroppi because
Damn.
Keroppi was taken and like
We didn't get
all
the
of
timing
the other
again.
Keroppis were taken.
Yeah, it's been showing. If you're watching this on the video, it's been showing under his cam this whole time. Been rotating it.
Oh damn. All right. Cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And then, thanks for having me on the podcast. It's been fun. It's been a pleasure. And it's fun to listen to Mike rage all the time. It's pretty entertaining actually.
Yes, it's a very yin and yang. I have to. All right, Mike. But yeah, thank you again for joining us, and we will see y'all next time. Have a good one, y'all. Bye.
Bye.
Peace.